welcome to Tulip Time, the 85th year. I'm Wendy Wigger here with Frank Cry.
And let me say, both of us could not be more proud because we get the opportunity to speak for and to the citizens of Holland and all the guests that are here today. So we thank you for tuning into this parade, and we will do our best to make it the best parade possible. Yes, we have a lot of pages of information. We'll try to sort it out, keep it straight, but as long as I can work with Wendy, everything is just going to go exceedingly well. So with that, Wendy, the police officers are coming on the motorcycles, and the parade has begun.
I'll tell you, you could not order up a more beautiful day, and the 85th year for Tulip Time, this is truly a celebration not to be missed. The streets are crowded and lined with folks that have been putting their chairs out since last evening.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I don't know who ordered up the weather, but we've got sunshine, a nice cool breeze. It's kind of like that Goldilocks weather. It's not too cold and it's not too hot. It's just right.
Just right. And as you say, Wendy, we've been here a little while, and to watch the crowd. The street is just busy, and the children out front, and what a day for Holland to be celebrating, and for the whole community to be celebrating.
And the beautiful, beautiful crowd recognition of our flag, the color guard, and led by our friends, the Holland Police and the Sheriff Department. But the fact that we've got everybody on their feet is just a real sign of the significance of really community spirit, country spirit.
This is the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign War Color Guard. And they are so proud of what they do, and we are even more so proud being in Holland to have them here each year at a parade. Coming up is the American Legion Band, which is the greatest band in this parade. They have marched for 85 years.
They've been invited for the 70th anniversary of D-Day in June, and they'll be performing and returning to Normandy, France for that.
This band has led every music parade since Tulip Time began. That's why they're at the lead of the parade, and these people practice year-round, and there are concerts in the summer.
I want to also mention that walking by was the GMB Muziekparade sponsor, and now we've got our Grand Marshal, Jason Hansen, NFL place kicker who spent nearly his entire 21-year career playing for the Detroit Lions. Go, Jason.
Whenever he would go back there to kick the ball, you could almost take a deep breath and say, this is going to work.
Yeah.
He was that good. I mean, he was...
You're absolutely right. He holds the record for the most games played with the same team as well as most years with the same club.
He was Detroit. And, for that many years, we were always so proud of him, and those years kept going. Well, now he's here as the Tulip Time Grand Marshal, and that's a thrill.
He's originally from the state of Washington. He played college football for Washington State University and set many NCAA records, and was selected second round in the NFL draft by the Lions in 1992, and stayed with the team until he retired in 2013.
Yes. One of those beautiful stories. And most of us out here, I know there are some Bear fans in the community and wherever they're fans of, but the Lions are really great idols of this community. But Jason Hansen was one of the premier people that everyone could talk about very comfortably. Wendy, we've got a little break in the parade now, and that's okay.
And that's okay, because we are on our third parade this year.
Yes.
And it's been a phenomenal series of parades. I mean, I can't think that we've been doing this for quite some time, and I'm not so sure we've had such great weather in a long time.
Today is indescribable. And people, if you're at home and say, is it worth going down there? It is still worth going down here.
It absolutely is. And we want to let people know that thanks to the City of Holland, we are able to bring them this phenomenal view of the parade, the volunteers, the staff here. And you'll be able to see the whole parade. And if you want to download it, it's vimeo.com/City of Holland. So that's vimeo.com/City of Holland.
Again, GMB, they are architects, builders, they do the whole task when it comes to building.
Now this is an interesting one. The Woodland String Band, the Mummers Woodland String Band, was established in February of 1926, and they are in their 88th consecutive year in existence. We are thrilled to have them participate. I'll tell you, this is going to be a crowd favorite already. I can see that.
This is spectacular. 88th consecutive year of playing around the country. And it states here, 17 father and son combinations. So the pride of being in that band, the next generation comes along also. And this is made up, according to our material here, reeds, strings, and percussions.
They're wearing very colorful, fancy suits. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit in the Mardi Gras theme here. I'm not quite sure, but it's coming from Philadelphia, so this is a little bit unique.
Philly style entertaining, and I thought it said here once that they have played all over the country. They played for Franklin Roosevelt, for John Kennedy, for Richard Nixon, Her Majesty the Queen of England,
as well as Prince Philip of Norway. And let's hope that if they play a little bit more, we're going to sit back and take a listen and not compete with their... Oh, fun. Oh my goodness. Was fun. Hey, there's our buddies.
There's the
Tulip Time Board and staff.
Board. With all the people on board. They work harder than anyone in this city since about January.
And that wonderful board of directors also included Gwen Awarda, the Tulip Time director. And we've got our Art and Bloom poster winner, Karen Nelson.
And the poster this year is going over well, and it just seems so right.
She's a self-taught artist as well, whose art path began in 2009. And
coming up, we got a Dutch dance group, and these are each high school with their band. They'll be led by their own special Dutch dancers. And the Dutch dancers all of those groups are sponsored by One Main Financial, someone sponsoring the Dutch dancers. So they're out there and doing well.
Then of course we've got, I have to be admitting here, I'm a bit biased as to one of my favorite bands, Holland High School Marching Band, made up of 117 members. And this group has been phenomenal. They are known nationally, performing nationally, including presidential inaugurations, wearing wooden shoes. I'm not going to try to talk over what's coming up here, because this is... By the way, we do have the opportunity. You can text to vote for your favorite bands as well as your favorite floats. parade in Dutch. I know that.
Yes. And I'm probably with you, Wendy, in that I'm an old Holland High grad also, which I'm very proud of. We have so many good schools in this community, but that band just plain draws a lot of attention. Coming up, we've got some of the wonderful young people.
Holland High School girls swimming state champions. Woo! Nice job, ladies. The 2013 girls swim and diving team, they are Division II state champions for the 3rd year in a row.
And if you watch the Holland Sentinel, we have swimmers now in Virginia and Virginia Tech and in...
Oh no. Something's going on. I think we have a car that was unable to stop. That added a little bit of an extra amusement to the parade. We've got the crowd clapping. Mayor Dykstra is fine. Let's just put that out there. Mayor Dykstra is fine.
They probably had council members or something riding in that car. And we're down the hill here on 8th Street.
And there's a little bit of commotion, folks. We're wanting to make sure that everybody inside the car is okay. It's the car that couldn't stop. So I'll tell you, okay, so now Mayor Dykstra and the City Council are also considered parade heroes. Can I just have a call out for that?
Yes, this is phenomenal.
The car has lost its power or its brakes, and as the council pushes us forward, we're going to tell them that...
There's the mayor on the front fender. Good to see you, my friend.
This is what you call a full-service council.
I was like, a full-service council is what it's called. What a team! What a team!
And I don't know if you heard. Who was it said that this is a full-service council?
That was quite incredible, and it is the. He's been a member of City Council since 2005. We've got the town choirs, all of them. Yay! All right.
That's not good for my pacer.
No, they're not.
You got a new battery for me?
No, you just keep winding it up. Keep winding it up, buddy. Yes.
Nice job.
They are a powerful, noisy group.
They are a powerful group. I'll tell you.
Now this is an extra sheet.
Frank, that was a little more
That was-
excitement than I think we're used to.
And you wonder why Wendy and I probably get confused at times with this whole parade, but
Well, that was the international town criers, and they are coming through. There's a couple of more classic cars that we have coming through.
that's
So
beautiful.
far, all of these brakes are working. Everything looks good.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff.
I have to catch my breath yet. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there.
I'm gonna grab a drink of water between this break because
Well, Frank, this is something that this parade would not happen. As you know, I know you've been a long-stead volunteer and long-serving volunteer. There's so many volunteers here, in addition to the Tulip Times staff. But this parade is really about community.
700 volunteers, and you and I've been around the city for the last few days, also for the last month. And there's nowhere you can go or nothing you can do that volunteers aren't just picking up everything.
Hello.
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 And the two guys named them.
These are some of our town criers
Town
as well.
criers
Yep,
again.
all of them in the cars. International town criers.
And they're coming from
Yeah.
various countries this year, and it's a wonder various states and countries. So they're doing a great job.
Phenomenal, yes. And I like the diversity of the vehicles that we have driving here as well.
Nothing like an orange Volkswagen. That thing always grabs.
Should I hit you and say slug bug? Is that what I'm supposed to do right now? You know
That's
that
right.
game?
Yes, yes. Coming up, folks, you've got the snowplow for the city of Holland. And this snowplow is in here so we can show the people of the city of Holland. They bought this in the middle of winter. It's the biggest plow we have, and it has a large wing on the side. It will plow twice as wide as a regular truck. So you can see, it's proud to put in the parade. Now, on our information sheet, we all know the rough winter we had. Well, these are the people that keep us getting out. But this winter, the city had 5,065 overtime hours for plow drivers.
That's almost 2 full-time equivalent employees.
Yes.
We also have going by right now the West Michigan West Coast Chamber of Commerce.
The city used 3,900 tons of salt, 1,600 tons of sand, more West Coast realtors,
West Michigan Chamber of Commerce.
and 24,800 gallons of de-icing agent. That's the liquid that comes out of the back of a snowplow.
That's phenomenal.
If you wonder why your taxes have to come up at times, if we want our roads like they were taken care of this summer,
Yeah.
they do a great job, and it takes a little extra to do it, and that's what happened this
Yep.
year.
And right past them was the West Michigan Chamber of Commerce with 1,300 business members. And now we've got coming up the wonderful Holland Christian Dutch dance, as well as the Christian High School marching band. They have been a proud tradition of excellence in the parade and travel performance, Detroit, Chicago, Florida, Disney World, and at Carnegie Hall.
They played at one of the inaugurations. I think it was for Fuller. But they've been, they have been everywhere.
This is a vehicle I like seeing in the parade, but not behind my car. How's that?
That's right.
This is the Michigan State Police car. Very sharp.
Oh,
And like I said, you don't want to see that in your rearview mirror.
And Wendy drives to Grand Rapids every day, and I know she has somewhat of a heavy foot.
Okay, Frank, that's enough.
No, but you never have been ticketed.
That we're going to talk about.
This is wonderful.
This is fun.
This is the West Michigan Airport Authority, and this float was in last year for the first time. But the Airport Authority in Holland is becoming a bigger and bigger deal. It's used by like 90% of the corporations in the area, and they do a great job of. We should be very proud of this airport, and it's expanding.
And then we've got following them is Niels's Dutch Village, guest Jim Brandstatter and Robin Timmons, two-time president of the Detroit Broadcasters Association and host of Michigan Replay. And Robbie Timmons is the action news anchor for WXYZ TV in Detroit for years before retiring.
Brandstatter is a very well-known University of Michigan broadcaster, and if you were to talk to him, he would make that clear, like any gung-ho person about their university. But to have him here, and I saw Leo out there.
Yeah, you
leading them.
did, yeah.
What a thrill! He's back
That's
today.
fantastic. And State Senator Arlen Meekoff. elected to serve the 30th state districts in November 2010. Oh, this is a fun group. I've actually seen these guys play in action before. The Douglas Dutchers.
A baseball team, and they play all by the old rules. It's worth a trip to Douglas to see them play.
Oh my goodness, isn't that the truth?
I went there once, and I don't want to talk about myself, but I was asked to throw out the first pitch. The rules are all different. It's just more comfortable, more relaxing, and it's historical.
They're marching in tribute of Ronald Waterbog Robbins this year.
Ah. And they have a nickname for everyone.
Now we've got proud sponsor LG Chem Limited. They are one of the world's largest producers for lithium-ion batteries.
And that Chevrolet before them is moved by one of their batteries. That's what they're making for Chevy. It's a wonderful company that came to Holland.
That Volt is so quiet. Unlike the car before that, we had the horn blaring.
Yes.
To be able to stop.
Yes. Now this must be
Oh,
an electrical
wow.
vehicle also. Only
That's
it's
sharp.
Cadillac.
That's a really sharp car.
I mean, this is how close we are to, and I am, to a battery-powered automobile.
And the LG Chem Limited is the world's largest producers of advanced chemicals, materials, and the leading supplier of lithium-ion batteries.
Another Chevy Volt.
Then we've got the West Ottawa Dutch Dancers.
And these girls have danced 40 times this week probably. And they're having as much fun as anybody in the parade.
I think so. And look at this. We do have a couple of pooches on parade that's coming up as well. This was on Wednesday's Volks Parade, where the dogs were welcome to come in as long as they were wearing Dutch costumes. And it looks to me like we've got a couple that are continuing in on the fun, along with the West Ottawa High School Marching Band under the director of Mike Hammond and Jay Gunforth.
Everybody seems so happy, Wendy.
Oh, I know.
These kids carrying the flags. It's all smiles. We're here on the best day of the year, and the kids are having the fun of their lives. Be negative, but I'm old enough to remember when there was no West Ottawa High School.
Oh, wow.
Here we have these great bands, and they're from different. Mr. Joe Haveman.
Yep, representative, former Holland City member, and former Ottawa County Commissioner. Okay, this has got to be a favorite.
This is it.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. How much more fun can you get? Carl Mayer, nephew of Oscar Mayer. Oh my goodness. The Wiener whistle was developed in 1951. In 1958, all kids found, oh, here we go. It's thing 1 and thing 2.
And Dr. Seuss.
I have to tell you that the Wienermobile has storage space for 11,000 Wiener whistles. That's fun.
and
Oh, Frank, look at this.
Look at this.
That was the Holland Area Arts Council, by the way, that went
Oh,
by.
this is spectacular. This float is celebrating the 4 high schools that went on, and notice the flags, they were all winners. Holland,
Unbelievable.
Holland Christian, West Ottawa,
Wow.
Black River, they're all on the same
Fantastic.
float. And on the float,
Fantastic.
these kids
Nice
learned,
job.
and they went to the national tournament this summer, and one of the teams won that competition.
That is phenomenal.
Now, another thing was what I love is the cooperation amongst the schools, the businesses, the industry. The Holland Police Department Color Guard. Those uniforms are used just for parades. Can't be any sharper.
Then we've got Representative Fred Upton here.
He's turned into
And selected
Zealand.
Frank, I hate to tell you this, but we're already in the 2nd division of the parade.
This is the Zealand High School Marching Band. Now, Zealand has 2 high schools, 2 large high schools actually, but for their music program, they combine their bands and orchestras. So when they come by, not only are you going to see a well-done band, but they're a good-sized band, and their director is Mr. Keith Walker. And Keith is just an unbelievable person. I think anybody who's a band director takes a big step in life. But Keith is just a prize of Zealand, and this could. This is probably Keith's last year, but he is.
200 members here.
You're going to keep going, Keith.
Some fancy footwork there in that
Boy,
parade.
they do a good job.
That was phenomenal.
That was phenomenal. My mind says to the public, I wish all of you were out here.
That was great.
I mean, I shiver at times.
Now we've got our friends from Fox 17, WXMI.
They're in a 2014.
They are a proud
Howdy.
sponsor again of Tulip Time. Hi. Wonderful,
Wonderful.
wonderful station, wonderful crew there. I'll tell you, every
Yes.
single one of them is great.
We are so fortunate to have the media that keeps covering Holland and
Yep.
Tulip Time.
Now,
There's-
this is a Board of Directors award, and I missed what they got awarded, but they are the West Ottawa Holland Schools robotic team. They've had another great season, and they're preparing students for their future in science and technology.
And talk about opportunities for young people. I mean, for a child in high school, if they're doing well, get them involved in this. Every major corporation in Holland is assisting these kids, and they're inventing and being creative and presenting a
Right.
project to
What a
competition.
great group.
Oh, what a great
How
group.
fun.
And I might say the corporations are equally as proud.
Then, believe it or not, it's almost that season where those pesky mosquitoes are going to be approaching. So we've got the mosquito squad of West Michigan. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, our camera crew here is phenomenal. I mean, other than the 2 seats we're sitting in, the best seat would, I hate to say, one of the best seats is at home because the filming is so great.
And this young lady in the road doing the filming, she's new this year, but is she good? West Ottawa 7th and 8th grade band. Nakatawa Bay. West Ottawa has 2 middle schools, and this band is from one of their middle schools.
They want you to make sure you can text Mac Bay if you want to text a vote for them. They have 135 students, and
Mrs. Kandorsky, Mr. Angeloff, and they have a student teacher, Jenna Vanderham, working with them. And that is a big task for a student teacher to take on. I'm very proud of her.
corporate sponsor, it looks like.
Yes.
Chemical Bank?
Chemical Bank.
They've been in the Holland area and communities across Michigan for over 95 years.
Going through this booklet last night, Wendy, I read all these banks. I don't know where some of them are, which is not a negative thing to say, but it's wonderful.
This would be a fun way to travel the parade. This is the Superior Cart Company, and they sell and repair new NEVs as well as golf carts and used golf carts.
They look like little cars rather than golf carts.
I know! How fun is that?
I don't know if they're street legal or not, but I would investigate that.
Then we've got some beautiful cars, the West Michigan Cadillac dealers. And Scarlet Strutters,
Defiance,
Baton Corp.
Defiance, Ohio.
Defiance, they traveled a long ways.
And I love their bright colors.
Wow.
This is a little
I don't remember them. Maybe they've been in a past parade, but this one seems new to me.
This seems new to me also.
Very apropos. Tiptoe through the tulips.
This is just great.
Okay, so the lead here has got two batons going. That's more than I can ever even imagine. Oh, cute.
This is nice. bell.
Zeeland, City of Zeeland, Field of Zeal. We have the Zeeland Youth Council, which consists of and there was Sally Gruppen on there as
Yes.
well, and the Youth Council.
They're celebrating the Z.
Then we have Planet Fitness. This
Planet
is a unique
Fitness.
environment where anyone is comfortable to work out, a diverse, judgment-free zone. I like how they're walking instead of riding. It is
Yes.
a fitness facility.
Coming up, we have the Unity Christian High School Marching Band, and they're from Hudsonville. And they are always very, very well presented. Not only do they play well, somehow their uniforms just grab the attention of everyone. The pure white and the dark blue just looks like
Boy, is that sharp.
it's sharp.
They were under the direction of Mr. Brian Knott, and they were performing the sounds of percussion. Then we got a local favorite radio station, WHTC and WGAN, the band. Was listening to them this morning, as a matter of fact.
And then we've got coming up the
Coast Guard Festival.
Coast Guard float, and that is in Grand Haven, and the 10-day festival. Oh, July 23 through July 25 through August 3.
I like how they depict the South Pier there with the long walkway.
It's a wonderful celebration, and we call it our twin sister. It is a city. It's a wonderful city, just great.
Senator
Ganetsky.
State Representative Bob Ganetsky, who is representing residents of Allegan County. Then, of course, we couldn't have this parade without the American Red Cross and their incredible contributions.
For a 7th and 8th grade band, Wendy, they sounded great.
Yes.
And remember, a lot of those kids didn't get their horn until last fall when they started. But this is
the Winning at Home float, and their offices are in Zeeland. They have a variety of services for all ages. Then, oh my goodness, this is the Vintage Car Club of Holland. They've hosted 40 annual car shows in the past 40 years, and including downtown Holland, Remembrance Wind. Let's hope this one doesn't lose its brakes, okay? That's
Yes,
going to be
that's
a
right.
little
That's
bit
a
harder
lot
to
of cars
stop
there.
if we needed to.
And I remember when that was a new truck, for heaven's sake. Look at this truck. What a beautiful thing. The
Very
way
fun.
the woodwork is amazing on that.
And a beautiful Mustang convertible. Very nice.
And the Mustang came out, what, 35 years ago? And then we have this Packard.
Oh, look at how fun these folks are dressed up. That's beautiful. Wow.
Wow, it's just beautiful.
Nice.
That was
Very beautiful car and family.
that was the car of cars.
All right, now I
Packard
understand
was
the cheering that's happening here.
Oh, here we go.
Sparty,
Sparty is here.
mascot from MSU, representing the Michigan
he's-
State University community. I guess he's taking a break at the moment.
He's right here in the camera. That would be fun.
Oh my
So
goodness.
much fun.
That's somebody having fun.
Next, we've got U.S. Representative Bill Heisige coming up. He's walking behind the yellow convertible here, but he's
Hi.
running again in the fall.
Representing the 2nd District of Michigan, and that stretches from Kentwood to the Lakeshore and up the coast of Lake Michigan, from Holland to Ludington. Then Bethany Christian Services, the largest private adoptions, foster care and counseling agency. Oh, the little boy giving kisses. Aww.
Largest in the world, Wendy.
Great work that they do. Offices in 38 states. Well, here are our friends from Wood TV8.
Would TV8?
We
Yes.
got Bill Steffen here.
Hi, good to see you.
Hey, Bill. Thank you for the nice weather, Bill.
Yeah, I was going to say a whole lot better than last year.
It's
Last year at
a
this
lot
time I had
nicer.
icicles hanging from my mustache.
Well, so did we.
I know.
Thank
So,
you.
Thank you all.
Keep them coming
Thanks a
like
lot,
this.
I appreciate it. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice opportunity to. Oh, good. We're taking pictures of pictures. There you go.
Oh, no show on 9.
You know, Wood TV8, they just had a reporter, Ken Kuckler, was just inducted into the Michigan Journalism Hall of Fame. What an award.
That's Division 3.
Then, finishing up our Division 2 is Senator Tanya Shootmaker. Oh, thank you.
There's 2 no shows on here. The Eastbrook Junior High School, we'll catch that.
All right, now we've got the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 73.
Okay. You're on that division. These 2 are not.
Yep. Perfect. All right, we've got that was the Vietnam Veterans of America chapter. We had a Vietnam Veterans float in a portion of the wall. They tour from place to place in that, and we've got the Hamilton High School Dutch dancers and marching band.
Hamilton.
It's our next door neighbors and an incredible community, to be sure.
What a fine community, and we've seen Hamilton grow over the years, and one way to watch them grow is by tulip time.
Their marching band has played for the Women's Division 3 Final Four tournament at Hope College. They have been part of Disney Magic Music Days.
Coming up, we've got the Holland Elks Club, Lodge 1315. And we've got a pretty good write-up here about the wonderful things all these clubs do, these service clubs. And there are any number in Holland. But, and we don't, Wendy and I do not have time to read all this, but please realize that these groups really dedicate a lot of efforts and money
They've
to
got
help
a
people.
141-year history with nearly 1 million members,
Yes.
which is just phenomenal. We've got Representative Roger Victory, State Representative of Michigan. This is a fun vehicle.
This is famous at Camp Geneva. I think that's all they use it for, but that's a wonderful thing. It's known well with them. Two little girls sitting in the back who could care less.
They're having fun.
This is an interesting group. Michigan Youth Challenge Academy. And notice how straight they march, how stiffly they march. I have visited that school, if I may say so.
Did you?
And it's taking young people and literally saying, we're going to teach you how to be disciplined. And they attend for a year.
Merry men are we. Merry men are we. Not so fair they can't compare the Challenge Academy.
And while they're there, getting their schooling, they do get college credit. They can finish high school if needs be, but it's another way of getting them. Wendy, you want to talk about Hope College?
Oh, yes, my alma mater. Here we got Dutch, who was initiated by the students. Hope College, the mascot, endeared himself to Hope athletic fans and extended the Holland community.
And the mascot, the beard, the head, the hair, they found someone who they could model it over, because what is he supposed to look like? And they used Bob Boss, who works in the mailroom at the college, and he was the one they used as a model. And if you know Bob Boss, this guy looks just like him. It worked perfectly.
Oh, right. He's going to have to sit down. Oh my goodness, Dutch is going a little crazy over there. It's because of the music that's being played by the Holland Rotary Club. Dutch was dancing, and this club it was admitted into membership in 1920. It's the first nationally affiliated service club. They also have the Juneteenth Queen on there as well, which is wonderful.
Oh, this is the MVP Sports Club. And notice they have a truck in the parade,
Oh
but
my goodness.
they're not using the engine. These guys have to prove their strength
That is incredible.
by pulling a
They're
very
a sponsor
large,
of Tulip Time.
and the guy in the back pedaling, I
Oh.
don't think is doing any good, but it sure looks like he is.
I'll tell you something. We could have used them when the other car lost
Yes.
its brakes. I hope they don't have any high hills to climb. Wow. I give them credit. I'm not so sure. Oh, the fun fact.
Fast hack.
New Holland beer, 375 calories. Of course, this is one of everybody's favorites. Oh my goodness, Michael!
Let them sit up here. Oh, Michael's up there. Yeah. Oh, they're having fun.
That's my son on that
Oh, wonderful.
beer bike.
Might I add that they are not drinking beer out there, which is illegal.
Yes.
And they do not cross that line. But they're having a lot of fun.
They are. That was built by Keith Brown. And they were followed by Lakeside Vista and Villas, an award-winning retirement community. I wish I would have had my camera. I would have gotten a picture there of that group. But
well, it's on film. But
yes, this is true. So, oh,
Coming up, we've got the Frankenmuth Bavarian Festival. Worth a trip across the state. It is really something what
We've
they
got the
do.
princess here, Festival Princess Angela, and her 2 court members, Melanie and Kelsey. And this festival takes place during the 2nd weekend in June.
Really a great festival, and they do so much to promote Christmas there.
Then they've got the Dutch Winterfest featuring Sinterklaas.
The Convention and Visitors Bureau, Holland has the Sinterklaas Parade every year. Convention and Visitors Bureau puts that together. But yeah, Sinterklaas is in that parade, and these are the Zwarte Piets that they have goofing off along the way, so Dutch-like. Followed by the Mattawan Marching Band.
This is their 15th performance in Tulip Time. A premier band each year has been chosen, and they've been part of it. Their high school has 1,269 students, 154 which are marching.
These kids are so special.
Just a reminder that those that are watching this live can text to vote for both your bands as well as your floats. Drum majors here are Alex Fruin, Tegan Young, and they have 8 flag units with 20 color guards.
That little Mattawan band sounds great, Wendy. A lot of kids putting in their heart and soul. Then we've got the Imagination Station coming up, and there are a lot of children on board the float. They are a non-profit accredited child care center located in Zeeland. And
I don't think they spared 1 inch of space on that float.
Oh, hang on, all of you, because it looks like they could tip off easily. Look at those little faces. They're so lovely and so great.
Then we have State Representative Amanda Price.
Amanda Price. Amanda Price. She's from Ottawa County. Tulip City Beauty College.
This is cute. Very cute.
Very nice.
Very cute. They are fairly new to the Holland area, having been here only 4 years, but they're a nationally accredited cosmetology institution. And Tech Center students, which includes high school seniors from all over, participate there as well.
And here's Miss Wheelchair, one of the favorite floats on the parade. And this young lady will be seen all over the state of Michigan this summer, Kelsey, and then they have Micah, the small child, in the wheelchair. But what a way to celebrate people who have to do things. Wendy, you like this
Oh,
float?
I love Ruthie. I love Ruthie's a favorite of mine. Ruthie the cow from Country Fresh Dairy travels the entire state of Michigan representing the freshest quality ice cream and dairy.
And I've met it coming down the road already, and I thought, oh my goodness.
I saw that once too, going down the highway. I was like, what am I seeing?
Yeah.
Well, let us not forget right now we've got the Holland the Holland Public Schools 8th grade band.
8th grade band. Then the Greater Holland
We got Greater Holland United Way.
United Way. Just a fantastic way to raise money, and you know, they go over $1 million a year now, but it's really combines a lot of wonderful agencies. They work hard and they do get the donations.
And that was the Suburban Inn.
Suburban Inns, hotels.
And we've got Youth for Understanding USA. What a beautiful set of folks here in a great car.
Remax, and they have that's Youth for Understanding. How about that? If you hear me talking at times, I don't mean to do that to the public. It's Wendy and I trying to make comments, and I usually make the comments.
That Youth for Understanding, we wanted to call out there that Julie's currently looking for a host family here in Michigan, and Julia is from the Netherlands. So if somebody's watching this and wants to help her.
Here are the Civil War reenactors, and Holland has that at the Van Raalte farm every year. And I would beg you to go out there and to experience one of their demonstrations. In fact, I had the opportunity to shoot one of the muskets 2 years ago. But it is just a wonderful place. So is that farm that's owned by all of us. A great place to hold something like that. And the man with the little scooper over here.
A very, very important role to be sure.
Yes.
We've got the West Michigan Lakeshore Association of Realtors. This is the start of the 4th division of the parade, believe it or not. They represent nearly 1,000 realtors. We've got the Holland Christian Middle School Band. 75 students under the direction of Matt Veenstra and Scott Vandenberg.
These two know shows. This is...
I think they actually were earlier.
Yes. Asparagus. It's the National Asparagus Festival, which is held in Oceana County. And the way I see asparagus, I should move there during that week.
We got a friend over here.
But
asparagus, my kids, Catherine and Brian, tried it for the first time this summer. They loved it, and they said it looks a lot like bamboo. And I thought, you know, it really does.
It does. And that festival is from June 6th through 8th. And asparagus is ripe for that short period of time. Farmers market.
Wow. That is breakupgoods.com.
Yes.
A very interesting Holland-based business.
Hello, Holland!
And very interesting.
Coopersville.
Followed
Junior
by
Miss.
Miss Coopersville, Junior Miss, and Little Miss.
Yes.
That's a scholarship program promoting education, and it's open to ages 6 through 20. And then we've got the Black River.
Black River Band.
Dutch dancers.
Up. River started that band maybe 10 years ago. Rather than a marching band, they have a jazz band, and they do it well. They're very well known for their wonderful jazz band.
And they are a text to vote is River. And then we've got the Michigan Sugar Queen and her court.
And there's a sugar festival in Lapeer, Michigan. And just for a couple of factors, they are the largest producer of beet sugar in the United States.
That is amazing. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
And the queen is Victoria Huggins, if I said that, Huggins, of Lapeer, Michigan. My gosh, we've got a lot of folks here. Nice.
Brings in $1 billion of economy to that part of the state, sugar beet.
Good Sam Ministries, Neighborhood Connections. This is Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
Isn't that wonderful? They're having fun. Coming up, we have the Hamilton Middle School Marching Band. Now, there are 6th graders in there. Hamilton. I keep saying that rather bluntly because it was such a small district a few years ago, and here they are. Next coming up, Wendy, is the Red Flannel Festival, Cedar Springs.
Always in the first Saturday in October.
Might I add, red flannels are not made there anymore, but I'm sure you can buy some there.
Then we got the Michigan Apple Queen in her court.
That reaches this part of Michigan very clearly.
And I'll tell you, apples are one of my favorite fruits.
Another one of these West Michigan Cadillacs that goes by with no noise. This is utterly a beautiful thing that's happening.
Then we've got the
Look at these kids go.
Champion Gymnastics. Oh my. All right. We don't mind that they're showing off for the camera because I'm quite impressed. Fantastic. Champion Gymnastics USA is Holland's USA national team training center, working with kids from age 18 months to the national team and everything in between. Wow.
They are really good.
Nice
They
job.
are really good, only because they're doing so many things that I can do. It's beautiful. Champion Gymnastics USA. And they're in the parade every year, and we're more and more proud of them.
Well, and we've got a little bit of space here. And while we have a little bit of space, Frank, it's hard to believe we are only a division and a half away from what has to be one of the best parades on record.
Again, the parade is sponsored by GMB, and we want to really mention that. They are the architects, engineers, and builders, one of the largest in the area. They do a lot of work around the college, at the college. They did a lot of work at the new field that Hope put in for football, the new tennis courts. They do a lot of the big buildings here. And I'll give a pitch for Elsing and Volkers too.
Yeah.
Even though those are the two companies that really do the big mover and shaker building in the Holland area. But GMB is sponsoring this parade today, and it's really appreciated.
Then we've got our friends from WZZM. Hi, Aaron. How are you? And Laura and Stanton and the whole crew there. Hi, guys. Hi. Hello. Wonderful, wonderful crew at WCCM. And awesome team and awesome radio or awesome television station. Then of course Juliet Dragus. We've got. Hi. And good to see you. Lee Vandemeen and Juliet Dragus.
And we've got the West Ottawa Harbor Light 7th and 8th grade band. Earlier we had the Mac Bay, but this is their second middle school. And again, it'll be a big group and their music programs. People growing up and working so hard.
I have to say this is
Oh,
a group I know well. West Michigan Filipino American Association, friends of ours, and an association we happen to belong to, promoting the culture and the heritage of the Philippines. I know this group. Hi, mabuhay! That is one very monster truck. In fact, it's the big Dutchman monster truck. Oh my goodness. Owned by the Bursma family.
and he's got an engine in it, that's for sure. Coming up was the City of Holland International Relations Commission. They're in the parade, and I give them so much credit. Yes, they ruffle furs at times, but they're willing to speak up, and that's great.
Holland Christian sixth grade band.
Julie. Sixth graders, followed by somebody that makes many people smile, Ronald McDonald, one of the most recognizable clowns. Yes.
Hi there.
And really promoting giving back to the community, social responsibility as part of their motto. Then we've got the Governor's Award for the most outstanding something in the city. I couldn't read that, but they won an award. Ditto Upscale Resale. Celebrating 10 years in our community.
Now, Ditto has a beautiful float there, don't they? Again, another completely volunteer organization, and everything on there is done by a lot of hardworking and committed people. And this is the Red Cross. And folks, people are standing along the street and applauding.
celebrating their great work.
Nothing can be greater than that.
And well deserved.
And they're followed by a Marine Corps color guard.
And that's a Lakeshore Toys for Tots Marine Honor Guard.
Yes.
They distributed over 46,000 toys along the Lakeshore area, and they collected those toys, and they were distributed to 8,622 kids.
It's just a great organization. And the Marines are, first of all, but the Toys for Tots is really a great, when you see them in the Christmas time, why they're really doing their work.
That was the U.S. Marines Hummer float. Of course, Griff with the Grand Rapids Griffins.
Griffin,
Everybody that loves hockey. And, of course, a favorite there. Then we've got our friends from WWMT, Channel 3, down in Kalamazoo.
Oh, so much has changed.
coming up, we've got the Calvin Christian School Marching Band from South Holland, Illinois. Now that seems like a long way to come, and keeping those white pants so totally purely white.
They'll take any piece of equipment whenever they want it for one low monthly price. That is talent.
Those ride on the water boards. I know I'm too old, but if there's one more thing I want to try and like, that's it.
And we've got Chan's Martial
Hi, guys.
Arts.
Are you still involved in the martial arts?
Yeah.
Wendy is a master at martial arts, and her husband is also.
There you go. They're going to do that all the way down the parade route. I'm impressed.
What a bunch of nice kids.
Now, this next float was very fun. Quality Car Wash. They have a total of 5 locations, and they're building a new one in Holland. And they've been voted the best car wash in West Michigan Sentinel readers for 12 straight years.
In the last few years, their floats have all been very impressive, as they are again this year.
My guess is
Wonderful.
that they sell Tim Hortons coffee and donuts at that
Yes, they
location.
do. They're very proud of that now.
We've got the GMB Muziekparade Premier Band,
They're coming through now.
Columbia Central Marching Band, 70 incredible years that they have been part of Holland Tulip Time. I mean, that's amazing, Frank.
I've talked to the directors. Their bands always have a special place that they go to for a concert. And Tulip Time is their special trip that they plan on all year.
They've traveled from southeast Jackson County in the Irish Hills near Michigan International Speedway. Then we've got the Coldwell Banker Woodland Schmidt Group.
Real estate company that's been well known in Holland. And coming up, we've got Miss Allegan County. And this is something these ladies have to compete for. There's scholarship money involved. And Allegan County does a good job of this kind of promoting. It's not just a beauty contest, it's also accomplishing things and getting scholarships. And Allegan County is doing a great thing with that.
And this year's 2014 winner is Abby Reed, and the outstanding teen is Rose Artman. And then we've got Priscilla's Boutique, which is an upscale boutique carrying upper-end clothing, scarves, jewelry.
Would I know anything about that place?
You would not, but I would. But that's okay.
Thank you. Look at
Johnson Controls, a long-standing organization here with 168,000 employees.
and that truck is a Johnson Controls truck, the early trucks they built. They now, of course, own, the Prince Corporation.
Then they were followed by the Peasley Brothers Chiropractic. It's a new business in the Holland area, and they will be opening on June 27th. Moody Radio Station, I know these folks.
Ileana area Christian School Band. Ileana Christian School with 95 young people in their marching band. Again, the Chicago area, and they've come a long way, and they're doing a great job. And I hope you notice the uniforms.
Very
They are
sharp.
so neat.
Those are very sharp.
Clean and look great.
Then we've got the Ottawa County Republicans. And followed by LAUP, or Latin Americans United for Progress, with their wonderful young people on board as well. We've got Youth of the Year
Youth of the
for the
Year.
Boys and Girls Club. Congratulations, a call out to Brianna.
Yes.
Nice job.
And that car is owned by Kleinexel, who is so proud of that car, and he should be. The Frisian horses. Now there's a
Wow.
farm in Friesland here in Holland area, and they show the horses most year. These are simply raised as show horses.
And we've got the little follow-up there.
The lady carrying the shovel, which is quite beneficial. This is
We've got the Lakeshore Home Builders Association. And students were studying construction at Career Line Tech Center. They actually built this playhouse, which they're going to raffle off.
oh, you're in 5. Okay, let me get this.
Okay. that's a
Christian
nice
high school.
addition. Beautiful.
And this truck is the Fred Meyer truck. And on the side, you'll see a picture of Fred Meyer using a truck identical to that, probably 70 years ago.
That was a
When-
replica, but wow.
Wow, it's what a story. The Meyer Thrifty Acres are so big in this area. It's a wonderful thing. And here we've got coming up the Freedom Village residents. They helped raise over $300,000 for Windmill Island. Freedom Village is a wonderful facility, and they also raise money and have money-raising events. They really very carefully watch over Windmill Island, which they can see from the residences, but the pride in that group and what they do is wonderful.
And we've got West Michigan Bike and Fitness out there with bike rentals and such, and they're enjoying this wonderful weather, to be sure. Followed by the Salvation Army float, an international religious and charitable organization that's been serving the Holland area since 1936. And we've got Ambrosia, the second annual Tulip Time t-shirt design contest brought to you by Tulip Time and their collective. Winner was Thomas Callian, a student at West Ottawa High School.
And then we've got the VFW Auxiliary from Holland.
This is post 2144.
We're so proud of all these organizations. Remember, followed by Holly High School marching band.
My goodness.
They've got a lot of energy, Wendy.
They got a lot of energy, to be sure. 120 members strong from Holly, Michigan. They were selected to perform in the halftime show of the 2014 Outback Bowl in Tampa, Florida. And they want to thank us for performing.
Yes.
I think we
Yes.
goes right back at them.
What a thrill, Wendy. And we're talking to the people out there, the public. Come to this parade. You can have the same thrill Wendy and I are having.
Then we've got the Lakeshore Little People's Place. They provide quality licensed Christian child care for infants to 5th graders. And this is an area nonprofit organization that's been serving families since 1997.
How many more is that?
We've got the Auto Body Experts,
Experts.
locally owned and operated collision repair shop for over 60 years in our community. And then the Miss Danish Festival Queen in Court.
That is from Greenville, Michigan, I believe. The Danish Festival.
You're right.
What a wonderful thing. All these festivals, and they get to come to Tulip Time to promote their festival. Next, we've got the Avalon Dance Group. And I might add, that is a phenomenal group in a school on the north side. And their famous director, Ruthie Burkholder, is being celebrated this year. She passed away this past spring. And Ruthie started this school, shepherded it, and there wasn't a finer person in Holland in the theater and school world for children. Look at that.
This is cute. Western Wishes is a small horse farm in Grand Haven, owned and operated by Carl and Marcia Burns. and followed by the Lighthouse Group, Insurance Group, and their float.
Lighthouse Insurance. Look at the little tyke on the side.
Very cute. Another Cadillac from our dealership of West Michigan.
And I think they're all battery powered because they go by with no noise. I hear no engine. Beautiful cars.
Penfield High School Marching Band from Battle Creek, Michigan. Under the direction of native Hollander Blake Driver.
OAR, the Oregon Addictions Recovery, and this is a wonderful group.
Someone's waving to you, Frank.
They have helped more people, and the stories are phenomenal. They take them in and help them.
Then we've got followed by Escape Ministries, an alternative suspension accountability program.
It's on 32nd Street, and they're doing a lot for kids coming out of school and helping with them in education, encouragement, and with follow-up work.
They've got a fun vehicle as well here. And then we've got our Holland Lions Club.
One of the service clubs that everyone should know about, learn about. They have gotten glasses for millions and millions and millions of people. John Shea, he's in every parade, and he's so proud of that bike.
1880s high wheel bicycle. He's been in approximately 65 parades, most of the Tulip Time parades since 1993. And then we've got the Houghton Lake Tip Uptown Queens float from Houghton Lake, Michigan. Oh yes, a favorite bakery of mine, the Dutch Brothers. The Boers Bakery. Whoa!
That is one of the busiest places around.
Is. Great breakfast.
Oh, and they're changing bread right in the middle of the street. That's not going so well, but...
great buns. That was close.
And there are a lot of good bakeries in Holland, but I seem to go there a lot.
Yeah. Well, you don't need much of a reason to go there.
You're right.
That was tossed out. That's your memento.
Oh.
A little keychain. We have coming up after the De Boer Dutch Bakery is Owasso High School Marching Band. They have been in every Tulip Time parade since 1948, 68 consecutive years marching. That is to be applauded.
And Mr. Knipe, K-N-I-P-E, their main director for the past 40 years, is in the parade today, and it's his last time coming here because he's retired. These are... Mr. Knipe who told me that Tulip Time is the main project of that band.
No kidding.
It means so much to them.
We've got the Allegan DHS foster care program, and they are here to help promote foster care and raising hope and fostering dreams. Then we've got Preteen USA.
Rara Collin.
It looks like they were casted as background extras in the upcoming movie End of a Tour with Mrs. Michigan Galaxy.
Mrs. Michigan.
And we've got some little fun folks. Mackenzie's Animal Sanctuary. This is a phenomenal organization. They are a phenomenal organization. They're the largest no-kill dog sanctuary in West Michigan, and they have about 120 dogs and animals at any given time.
And their whole point is no kill.
No kill. Nope. And if it means taking care of an animal till end of life, if they're hard to place, they will continue to take care of them. They've got over 180 volunteers and a staff of 12. And they truly are a great organization.
Now those names aren't familiar with us, but the no-kill organization. This band is hard to believe. Steel drum.
This will get you dancing.
Oh man. You cannot sit still when they go by.
I know you can't. You know what that means, though.
I see a fire truck.
I see a fire truck, and that means we're coming to the end of our parade. And I don't know about you, but that was two of the best hours that I've ever experienced with 85th Tulip Time, folks. Thanks to the City of Holland, the fantastic volunteers and staff that we've had here. They have done a fabulous, fabulous job.
Also, Holland TV and one of their assistants crew is holding the camera in the street, holding it on us right now. But these young people and the television station are doing such marvelous work. In the city, it's channel 24, but this is also being put on the web, these parades. So if you want to pick it up or have a relative across the country, why, it's there today. But Tulip Time, that committee in the Tulip Time, they're busy year-round, but in the last 2 months, I get in there weekly. How they keep going is unbelievable. There are times they work 24 hours a day. When tickets are sold and there are things to be done, and you'll find in Tulip Time, everything is prepared. Everybody knows what they're doing. And I'm talking about all the organizations coming into the city as well. So if you know anybody at the Tulip Time office, thank them. It is amazing what they put together. But Wendy, I also want to emphasize to the people out there, I'll quit talking in a second, okay? We get to sit at this table right along the parade route. And we do mention the music and we tap along and the beautiful costumes. We get this honor, and I consider this to be one of the privileges of my year. But the public, come to the parade next year, be along the street, have this same experience. Wendy, I don't overstress the beauty of this, do I?
No, not at all. And I'll tell you, this parade would not be anything without the outstanding support of the community. Many sponsors, many people that have donated their time, energy, and talent, and including the wonderful folks that we had here putting on the parade for you in terms of, as Frank mentioned, the Tulip Time staff, but also the staff that we have here with the city. We want to let you know that if you would like to download this video of the parade, you can go to vimo.com/City of Holland. That's VIMCO.com/City of Holland. You'll be able to extract the whole parade, see it again. For those things you were like, oh, I wish I could have seen that twice, you can. 2, 3, or 4 times if you want. So it is well worth it. It has been an incredible day here.
Wendy, I guess we have to end it. I'm going to add one more point. Working with Wendy Wigger again, and I know many of you people, if not everyone, especially in the Holland area, knows Wendy. She went to high school here. She's been a vital part of this community. Worked at the hospital, and is now the president of Gilda's Club. Now that's an organization that does more for people than anyone can imagine. But that's the kind of person you have sitting up here, and that I get a chance to sit next to. So if I may brag a minute, what a day to be here at this wonderful parade at Tulip Time, but to be able to share this with Wendy Wigger, who is one of the highlights of the Holland community.
Thanks,
Hey.
Frank. Right back at you. Thank you so much. I mean, it is an honor for both of us to be here. So we thank you. We thank the city. We thank the community. We hope you enjoyed this year's 85th Music Parade as much as we did. Again, a shout out to GMB for the overall sponsors of the Music Parade. And we just want you to take a little bit of what you experienced here and tell others in your community, your neighbors, friends, all across the United States and the world for that matter, and let them know that the 86th parade will be happening next May.
And with that, Wendy, a great day of fun, a great day of beautiful weather, and a great day to celebrate the beauty of tens and tens of thousands of people along A Street. And with that, that's what life is all about. So thank you to everyone. Speaking for Wendy now, thank you for tuning in, and have a great year until we give you another parade next year. Thank you, and goodbye for now.